Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet on ES for Tuesday, December 5th. So before we come to the chart, the first thing we're going to do is open up the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator, and you can find information on how to get this on your charts in the description of the video. But we're going to turn on, because this is AM, we're going to turn on the Asia session, the London session, the New York Killzone, and the PM session. For New York Killzone, though, I got to go one additional candle, so that way it shows the most current Killzone. Okay. All right. So where are we? Let's look here. Previous day low has not been taken. Okay. London low has been taken. London high has not. Well, has just been taken. Okay. Asia low has been taken. Asia high has been taken. New York Killzone high has been taken. PM sell side's been taken. Okay, so let's turn off all of this stuff. Asia's been taken. London's been taken. Killzone high has been taken. The low has not been taken. And then PM, the sell side's been taken, but buy side has not been taken. Right? So that's a good target. PM session by turning off. So you can turn off the individual lines. So I can turn this one off and leave this one on to show you what it is. Now these are not automated, and the reason I didn't have these automatically turn on and off is because I want you to think about what liquidity is still left. It was manual by design, not just taken out. Because if it just took it out, if it just all showed up there and then they disappeared when they were gone, how would you know it was taken? Right? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what's been taken. Did we just take liquidity? Yeah, actually we did. We came up here and we took off Asia high and London low, or London high. Oh, actually Asia low and high, but we took a bunch of liquidity right here. So it could retrace now. Doesn't necessarily going to this PM buy side. But if I came to the chart and I didn't know that, I'd be pulling these things back. But why? When I just can turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator and I can turn it on and I can say, hey, look, it's going to show me Asia have been taken. Asia's been swept. Okay, I know that Asia has been taken. I usually leave them on when I'm trading live, the most recent one of what was just purged, so I know, so I can kind of remember as I see, because I look at other charts while I'm trading. Let's also turn on, just for fun, let's go down all the way to the bottom here, and let's turn on the power of 3 candle here. I'm not show the price, let's show everything here. Let's do that here. Move this over, okay? So what is this doing? This is showing the last hourly candle, okay? And then it's going to the high and the low, and then it's going to show you the opening of this new hour candle, okay? So the last hourly candle here is this hour right here from 9 to 10. That's the high. That's the low. Opening was here. And closed right here. This one opened right there too. So that's what's doing. And as I go candle by candle here, this right candle is going to change. These are the prices for the open, high, low, close, and then these lines are the projection lines. It's always an hour candle because it's a silver bullet indicator, which we trade the 3 or 4 silver bullet time frames, and so this is an hourly indicator. Hourly candles, 2 of them. They got the full previous hour here, and then the current hourly candle here, which will adjust as we go along here, so we can watch that. Okay, I usually have this on my chart as I'm trading live, because if I'm going long, I want to see a pullback first, and then I want to target the high, right? So, of the previous candle plus some. So that's how we use power of 3. All right, so let's go candle by candle here. I'm going to move this over just a little bit here so we can keep going. All right. So before I do that here, we were obviously down here, just kind of ranging down here for all day so far. And when I come to the chart, I see that there is a market structure shift here. Now, I already know someone's going to say, hey, look, that's the low. Why don't you use this as your market structure shift? That's the swing high that created the low. Correct. Could have used this one. Could have used this one. Could have even used this one, even though I think that is this does take it out. Why did I use this one? Well, because it's just a major swing point. It's obviously a low. If I put this down here, I wouldn't see it, right? I'd be over here. So it doesn't really matter. All these were taken by this swing, right? What's left? This swing taken there. This swing taken here. And there's nothing above that really up here that this didn't take out for the day, right? So we're obviously bullish at the moment. That's the point of the market structure shift. You can call it whatever you want. You can use whatever you want, but that's a major swing high that was taken. We're bullish. Okay, so yes, you can mark this as your market structure shift. As technically it is. I used this one when I was trading live because I wanted to see that broke, because that's really the swing that started this huge run here, or this, hour run lower. And now it just got crossed over, right? Fair value gap here, order block here, tapped into, going higher, right? So that's how I'm analyzing this as I'm looking at this, okay? So don't put in the comments about not using the right market structure shift, because you're missing the point if you do that. So anyway, this is going here. We want to see it take this high. Ideally, we'd like to come down and then take the high, because that's what we're shooting for at the moment. I don't want to see it hit that. And you can see this candle moving as we're doing this. All right. Okay. That touches it, which means there's a relatively equal high here. Relatively equal highs right here. So I expect it to be tapped really soon. So it's going to be a very short video here. All right, well, let's mark it. We have a huge fair value gap there. Huge fair value gap there. And at that point, you're going to want to get in at consequent encroachment. When it's this big of a fair value gap, I like to get in at consequent encroachment, not at the top, because your stop has to go below this, right? And technically, it should go below this low, because that's the first of the three. Well, the first candle's here. This is the second candle, but it actually is lower than the first. It doesn't happen very often, but I used the lowest candle, so I'd want my stop below here. So I'd enter here to go long. This is now very suspect because there's two relatively equal highs there. Very confident that's going to be taken. I would just like to be able to get in the trade before it does that, if possible. Come on, come down to consequent encroachment, and I'm taking a trade. Institutional order flow entry drill right there. Could get in, should get in, can get in. Again, if I got in, let's just say I got in here. My stop would have to be down here. I don't risk that. Most I risk is 5, and that's right there. So I really need to be here. I take a trade here, but I'm not doing anything. I wanted consequent encroachment. Is it fine to enter here? Absolutely, you can get in there. No problem. And sure enough, it's probably going to leave without us take the top. Great. Good long wick. That's good. Again, didn't take the high though. Didn't take the high. So it's still available. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's buy there. Yeah, we're going to buy there. Let's pull our fib from high to low here and see. Optimal trade entry is right in here as well of consequent encroachment. Another reason to go short, to go long here. So it's just a very good trade. There's a pullback. Should have pulled the fib earlier, but right there's consequent encroachment is right in between the 7.70 and 0.79. So let's move these. Let's put our position on here. let's move our trailing stop to here, one tick below, move our stop above the previous PM buy side liquidity there. All right, so let's see how this trades out. Okay, so I see this right here, this area, as a balanced price range, BPR. Why? Well, you got a fair value gap overlapping a fair value gap, right? This is balanced. Just from that wick to this wick, this is balanced. I wouldn't want to see price go back into that. So am I going to move my stop up? No, I just want to see, as I'm trading, I want to see how that's reacting to, if it's being reacted to. It's very being respected. See, there's absolutely no reason to go into that. And we're at 60%, so I'll move my stop to 1 plus break even. Especially since the balanced price range, there's no reason for it to go into that. There's no reason, so we're going to go to the bottom of it. There's no reason for it to go into. If it does, then, you know, we're obviously offsides. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go to the end of the hour here. Just want to show you, I'll move this over so these numbers aren't all in there. See, this candle's moving as it's going on. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that or not. This is what you're going to see if you have this Kraken Silver Bullet indicator. You'll actually see all the intermittent movements throughout the 1 minute candle. It's not going to be like moving up and down like this, like that. There is a little delay, but you are going to see more movements than just 1 or 2 per minute, like you do now. See, so that's the last. See what it did that? That changed over the new hour. So this was the 10 o'clock candle. 10 to 11. And then this is the first minute candle of the next hour. Okay. All right, so let's take off our long position here. All right, we came to the 10 o'clock hour and we saw that we were basically consolidating for, you know, Asia, London, all this was consolidating right here. Okay. We did break market structure and we used the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator and we turned on the power of 3 candles to observe those. And we also turned on our session liquidity. You can get information on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator in the description of the video. And then we started marking up. We marked our fair value gap. We got up and we stopped right on the PM buy side liquidity. So now that's relatively equal highs, right? Very suspect. Price starts retracing down. Came into a fair value gap with institutional workflow entry drill right here. We didn't enter there. Why? Because I really wanted consequent encroachment because this is a pretty large fair value gap. Also, when you pull your fib from high to low here, you have optimal trade entry right here, so that was a good spot to get in here as well. The came up again, stopped short, so then it came back and we entered. Price left, leaving behind a balanced price range. Why is it a balanced price range? We got a fair value gap and a overlapping fair value gap. So the overlapping parts is the balanced price range, and then look how price respects it to the tick. Respects it. There's no reason to go in here. It's balanced. So the algorithm has no reason to come in here. And then it hits that, and then it hits our TP target up here at PM buy side. So that is your AM Silver Bullet for Tuesday, December 5th, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.